Hi guys, Dahlia here, welcome to my channel. So for those who don't know me, I'm an easily flustered person. I take on a lot at one time, thinking that I'm helping everyone else, but I just make things harder on myself. But while I've been doing this, I kind of try to focus on my ultimate passions, which is, well, the biggest one is becoming an editor. There's not much that I actually love more than editing. So while becoming editor is my biggest passion, I've actually also been working on the Acro Contessa, which is, if you've been following me for a little while now, you know that it is going to be my debut novel eventually. So right now I am revising and working on huge structural edits, massive. As if this wasn't enough, I am determined to read more and to write more and to work out, cook everything that I can, clean the house, keep my plants alive, keep my YouTube and social media running, and kind of just try and catch up on Netflix. If I can, somewhere in the meantime. So if you haven't gathered yet, by either the start of this video or by the title, this is all about my goals. So let's get into it. So why make goals? Well, if you want to get anything done, you need them. But in all seriousness, goals help you keep on track with the smaller things that kind of get lost in day-to-day life. Things that we don't necessarily think about every day because we're too focused on the bigger picture. So they remind you what you need to do in order to get to that big picture stuff. So say if you want to, publish a novel one day, then you work on the smaller steps. Say right now, I need to revise, I need to look into editors, I need to look into cover designers. But see, that sounds so daunting. And so if you break it up into little tasks and then you complete the bigger tasks, after completing all these little tasks, you feel just so much better. And once you've completed your goal, you then reward yourself if you want to. Say you could have a block of chocolate, you could go to the cinemas, you could buy a new book, or as Jenna Mercy does, you could announce it on YouTube for everyone to see your successes and your failures, if that's your thing. And yes, that's my thing. Because if that's not motivating, I don't know what is. So this is my 12 goals for the quarter. Number 1, complete revisions for TAC. I've been putting this off because either my priorities haven't been right or I've been too daunted by the tasks. It's kind of a mixture of both. Since reading through my first draft, I realized that a lot of things just didn't feel right. The whole story didn't have a beautiful flow. After reading some self-published novels, I noticed a trend in that they felt the same way as mine did. There was no clear structure, no real outline or series of events that led to one another within these books. Things just kind of happened because they did, because they had to be in the story, but there was no explanation for them. So now I'm faced with restructuring my entire novel. Number 2, work out at least 3 to 4 times a week. A couple of years ago, my partner and I were what gets called gym rats. We cleaned a gym. My partner completed a course on personal training. We were at the gym almost every day, I think it was 6 days a week, for as many hours as we could be there before it started getting busy. And then Christmas lasted a little too long, we lost our conditioning and we got lazy. So this year is our time to get back into it with some intense bodyweight workouts. And it is summer in Australia, so it is really hot, and that has kind of been a little bit of motivator because you want to get your damn workout done and get back inside to have a shower because it is so hot. Number 3, read at least 5 books. Reading 5 books in 3 months sounds easy, right? Well, it hasn't been for me. I've been too concerned with whatever else is going on in my life and haven't actually sat down to read some books. Recently, more than ever, I felt like something is missing. And well, that is the fact that I just really haven't been reading, like much at all. I've been doing editing work for other people, but it's not reading for my pleasure, it's just reading because I'm editing their work. So it's more like business rather than pleasure. But I have started the new year with the ARC, the advanced reader copy of Jenna Mercy's The Saviour's Champion. And holy heck guys, this book, just damn it, why can't it be out yet? Because I need to fangirl with someone. This book is so good. Honestly, it was the best way to start the year ever. So I did get a few books for Christmas and I plan on doing a video of those in the near future because they're beautiful. They're sitting to my left right now and they're just delightful. Number 4, work on a draft for the TAC cover. So if you've been following me on Instagram for a little while, you would have seen two little drafts that I've done myself. So I'm not a professional, I'm not going to make my own cover, and they look really terrible, but I wanted to put the elements in the cover that I wanted. So since I did the first two, my taste has changed dramatically. I want a more simple cover. I don't want it to be too busy or too 80s sci-fi looking, because it kind of was going that way. And the symbols that were relevant beforehand aren't really relevant within the new storyline now. Now there is other symbols that are more relevant. And if you're wondering, TAC stands for the Acrocontessa. Now I've got many videos where I mention the Acrocontessa and what it's about, so I'm not going to do it here, but if you want an all about my novel thing, please drop a comment below because I would be more than happy to do that for you. Number 5, outline TAC. Number 3. The best way to foreshadow and keep a consistent outline is to, after you've written the first book, or you could even do it before you've written the first book, you outline the books in the series or whatever, and then you go from there. Because then you can place little things in each book about the last ones or about the future ones, and just kind of drip feed little things for your readers. And then when someone reads it and they say, this is why that happened in that book, and you're like, yeah, that's why. You got to get those characters perfect, you got to get that storyline perfect, you got to get everything perfect. Because you know what? Once it's published, you can't go back and change it. Number 6, outline dystopian work in progress. My next work in progress is also a part of a trilogy that I'm working on. And as you may have guessed it from what I just said, it is dystopian. It's one of my favorite genres, and I feel like it appeals to the secret pessimist in me. So I can't stay away from writing them. I always add in little things into my other books, and I'm trying not to, because I'm trying to distinguish a genre and make them not all dystopian. So I've been working on this trilogy, dropping notes and stuff for a little while now, and I think that I might be ready to draft the first outline. Number 7, post on social media at least once a day. Guys, hold me to this. I need to start doing it. If you're marketing yourself and your books, or doing anything that you need to market, then you have to post regularly. You have to talk to people regularly. You have to network. Your online presence is so important. Unfortunately, I tend to put this at the bottom of my priority list, even though it is just as important as writing the book. So here I am challenging myself once a day at least to every single one of my platforms. If you want to see my platforms, go to the description bar below because that's where they are, and sort me out, alright? Number 8, make 11 YouTube videos. This one needs to happen. I need to get my stuff sorted. I can't keep putting things off because something else is more important, or thinking I don't have enough time because I'd rather sit here and watch Netflix for 2 hours. No, if I want to get my stuff sorted, I've got to do it. I love making YouTube videos. It is so much fun, and I don't know, I hope that I help you guys, because if I don't, well then why am I making these videos? But anyway, I want to keep it going because this is not only a great way to market yourself, but honestly, it is super fun. Number 9, work on a full arm sleeve of pirates for a client. For those of you who are unaware, I design tattoos for people. It's a huge passion of mine, and honestly, I haven't been doing it a lot lately until a client came up to me and said, I want a pirate sleeve. I was like, heck yes, the Kraken. And he was like, yes, the Kraken. Number 10, prepare for Bachelor of Arts unit. The next unit that I'm doing. The next unit starts on the 26th of February. And yes, that seems like quite some time away, but really doesn't feel like that when I think of all the things I have to do in the meantime. Not only do I have to physically prepare for this, such as with books and whatnot and pens and all that crap, but I have to mentally prepare myself for this. I have to get everything sorted, pre-filmed, pre-done, so that I have everything I need for the next 3 months that course runs. So I tend to lose track of time when I'm doing my studies, and this means that every other area and aspect of my life suffers, and I have to stop this because I need to keep making YouTube videos. I need to keep writing, so on and so forth. Number 11, write a short story for Words and Brushes competition. This goal speaks for itself. My writing buddy told me about a really cool writing competition, so I'm going to enter it, see how I go, and I could win $300 at the end of it, maybe, and get a little bit of published work, which would be good. That'd be 2 stories. Woohoo! And finally, number 12, learn 6 new vegan recipes. My partner and I have been vegan for, I don't know, like about 2 years, a little bit over 2 years or something like that. I can't really remember. But I want to bulk prep meals so that I don't have to cook all the time. Because I find that a lot of the time I spend most of the day cooking because I do really like to cook, but it's not getting my novel published. So I have to prioritize. So I'm going to find these recipes, learn them, bulk cook them, and enjoy them, and get my little goals done in between. So that concludes this goals video. Thank you so much for watching. I've written so many goals but haven't made them for the world to see, so here I am. So I really hope this goes well, otherwise I'll probably die of embarrassment. So after 3 months, if you don't hear from me again, assume that I'm dead because I haven't completed my goals. If you have any questions or want me to cover a specific topic, please drop a comment below. If you want to follow my journey on other platforms, see the description bar below. They're all linked there, all of them, you know, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Tumblr, my Instagram, both of them, and my Pinterest. I post regularly videos on Thursdays. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next Thursday. Bye!